One of the areas of initiative that we discussed in the Parent Coffee, that some updates and some very important work that's been done in the first semester from the elementary part of the ASCS strategic plan, comes specifically from the branch of inspiring global citizens. And even more specifically, the third bullet point here you can read, which is to enhance world languages model, including a leading Arabic program for greater cultural understanding. This has become a very strong point of attention and point of work this year in the elementary division. And already we're seeing from a lot of the collaboration, a lot of the new ideas that have come in this year, we're already seeing a really big impact on the way that kids perceive Arabic, on their engagement in those Arabic classes, and of course on their learning of Arabic as well too, whether they are learning Arabic as a heritage Arabic speaker or whether they're learning Arabic for the first time or as a non-heritage speaker. We're starting to see some really big impacts just walking into Arabic classrooms and seeing the way that kids are interacting with Arabic. If you remember, we have a wide range of needs with Arabic in the school. We have some kids who already do have some foundational Arabic skills, sometimes some reading and some writing skills as well too, just as we certainly have many students who have never encountered Arabic before and are starting to learn it for the first time. What we've always had in the past in the school, and especially in elementary, was a very segregated model of collaboration and planning in which what we used to refer to as our native or our non-native teachers would work almost in a vacuum and not really collaborate and share ideas on how to truly engage kids. And this was not good for students, and it didn't lead for a highly engaging or enriched Arabic experience for kids. But now, not only are we crossing our collaboration and making sure that we have the team working together, and I'll speak a little bit to that in just a moment, but we're actually doing it all together as an Arabic team in elementary around ideas like the universal design for learning. So if you can see right here on the screen, what the universal design for learning focuses on is not just the part in the middle, the what of learning, which is often what we think about in terms of the learning outcomes, but also really make sure to plan for the engagement. Plans for looking at the parts of the brain that need to be stimulated by different ways of engaging kids and motivating learners to get them involved in their learning. Of course, there is a clear focus on what needs to be learned, and that has a lot to do with the assessment cycle as well too, so we really know what it is that students need. And then of course the how. How is it that students are able to express themselves and able to continue to show their learning so that we know exactly what to do next? These are three really important areas for all subject areas, and it's great that this year the Arabic team is also getting access to this type of training. There's the number one word in terms of the development and the successes we've already had this year for Arabic comes right here in the middle, which is collaboration. We have teams of teachers who are getting access to greater training because the school has made this concerted effort as part of the strategic plan, but they're also doing it collaboratively. And I do want to mention the extremely fantastic leadership, the work that's being done by Ms. Fadia Terzian, who is our elementary Arabic coordinator. Anybody who's worked with Fadia and knows her approach to children, to working collaboratively, to planning, and to getting great opportunities for kids, knows that she is somebody that always makes sure to look for the best opportunities, the very best experiences, but likes to do it collaboratively and likes to make sure that we really are truly working as a team. So this started off from the very beginning of the year this year, where we had different types of training, even back in August and September, for our entire Arabic team for elementary and for middle school. We had some professional language coaching and consultants come on campus from August 20th to 25th. They worked with our teams over the course of a couple of days, really looking at engagement strategies, different ways to approach teaching, and we'll speak to some of the things that we're seeing that are differently in classrooms in a second. That same group of consultants and coaches are going to come back on March 14th to March 19th to continue working with the team here at ACS. Now, our Arabic team also has taken their own learning on the road. We've gone to AS Dubai, the American School of Dubai, back in September, where there was a 2-day Readers and Writers Workshop Institute in Dubai. And there's going to be another one coming up right now in February that they're able to take advantage of. And for those of you out there, parents who are familiar with it, you'll know that the workshop model, Reader's Workshop and Writer's Workshop, is one that we use intensely and very purposefully in all of our English language instruction classes, because it is one that allows for mini lessons based on some of the identified needs of the group, but then it identifies lots of time for students to start to develop things individually based on their differentiated area of need, which is also much more engaging for kids too. Rather than all kids sitting and just receiving a lesson, which is where sometimes the engagement can really drop dramatically, These are activities that are built for rotations, for movement, for song, for technology, and just not doing one thing for a long, long time, which is the way that we know is the best way to access student brains. So, in addition to those training opportunities in Dubai, we've also had trainers from a website called Nakhala Wanil who have come and done some specific training on the use of that resource here at ACS. And really, it's to make sure that all of our Arabic teachers have access to the information, know how to use those resources properly. But again, the key to the whole process has been around collaboration. We've had those trainings happen, but then every single Sunday, the late start Sunday for everybody else, for all students, we have other teams meeting around the school, and our Arabic team is no different. And they're specifically looking at different strategies. The focus for the first semester was all on using engagement strategies with students, specifically one that's referred to as Kagan. And Kagan, again, is also used very much by our English instructional teachers, but it's one that specifically looks at different ways to access information and learning through movement, through like social interaction, through different ways that kids can be processing and thinking about the information as well too. So it's something that's very helpful for kids. And then also, of course, through the use of technology as well too, and finding different ways that technology can help to make sure that kids are using a little bit and accessing technology, but then not accessing it at different times as well too. And we all know how much that can start to really motivate and engage our learners. But again, it's going back to the idea that our team really is now working together. So you have teachers of all different skill levels of students meeting, talking, and planning out their classes together and bringing their ideas and their new learning together. So we've already seen more singing and dancing, more games, more technology. We have classes that are going outside, exploring the space a little bit more, and starting to really interact with Arabic in ways that, obviously, for a children's perspective, are much more fun. Here's a short video just to show that something that we saw as you walked along. If you can imagine the difference between sitting in a class and sitting in a desk and just having a list of vocabulary told to you that you have to memorize versus the chance to go outside and play Simon Says and really want to learn those words, it makes a world of difference in terms of how much we enjoy Arabic and then, of course, how much we actually learn the Arabic language. So, of all these things that are happening, I want to also just highlight a really special event that's coming up very soon. We have our Arabic Week, which we'll share a lot more information in the newsletter and through students about soon. But coming up between March 23rd and March 26th, we're going to dedicate a number of days specifically to celebrating the Arabic language and our students and their learning. We're going to have a reading competition. We have a dialogue challenge that we're going to issue to see how people can go and start to use their Arabic skills in different places around Abu Dhabi. We have an Arabic book fair that's coming on campus to sell some materials for kids to take home. We have role playing, and we have songs going on in Arabic. We have interviews in Arabic. There's going to be a scavenger hunt going on. We have some students that are setting up a radio station in Arabic. And of course, that week is actually the week of our KG1, KG2 music concert. So there'll be some of that also being done in Arabic as well too. Plus we'll have some video journalists that are keeping track of all these different things that are happening throughout the week and reporting back out on that to us as a community, but also in Arabic as well too. All of these different initiatives are ways that we're helping kids to really rethink the way that they approach Arabic. And rethink the way that their learning happens. And what's doing is it's helping kids to feel much more excited about Arabic class, much more excited about their learning, and that in turn is deepening their ability to use the Arabic language. So again, it's inspiring global citizens who have those skills to truly interact on a global scale.